Salvete omnes, this is the Martian Geek, and it's time for another status update. This should be a fairly short one, but we'll see. Again, I have little excuse for how long Mega Man 11 took me. I have been working on other projects the past year, such as making more puzzles, catching up on my blog, and finally making some real progress on both my hack and homebrew, but most of that happened this year or in the second half of 2024, and well, Mega Man games are generally pretty short. I've been playing a few other games too, though I am actually not officially in the middle of a game right now, at least not a new one that I'm playing consistently. I finished both Trails Through Daybreak 1 and 2, as well as the Thousand Year Door remake, and the basement is still too cluttered for me to play Mario and Luigi Brothership. Yes, I realize that it's a Switch game and I could just bring the console to a different room, but I don't know, if I can play it on a bigger screen, I'd kinda rather do that. I just started a replay of Octopath Traveler 2, and I've been playing some Zoombinis, Mega Man ZX, and Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, but not every day. The important part is, I'm not in the middle of a big time-consuming game like a Trails game right now, so I thought now would probably be a good time for some more Let's Plays. I do have a few projects in mind that you'll hopefully get to see soon, including a couple rather special ones. In addition, I also have some new Bayonetta scale ratings to give out. I forget if I ever actually gave one for Gravity Circuit. I'm not sure if I'd do a regular Let's Play of that because I already did a stream of it, so despite its high quality, I'm giving it a 6. If I had already mentioned that previously, sorry, I have neurodivergent brain and my memory is flaming poo-poo. I have played Nico Dorico at this point, and while it's definitely no Donkey Kong Country Returns or Tropical Freeze, it's alright. Notably, the director's cut version of the game tightens up the controls at least a bit, which is good because they were honestly pretty crappy and imprecise in the original version. I should not have to tap the D-pad back and forth 4 or 5 times just to land on an enemy accurately. And it gives an actual purpose to the keys and gems, unlocking levels in the new secret world. They even got rid of the DRM that everyone was complaining about, though they did replace it in the Steam version with a very questionable user agreement. So I'm not sure whether I want to do it as a Let's Play or not. We'll call it a 6 on the Bayonetta scale. On that note, I decided to play and, in some cases, replay the Mega Man Zero games with the Legacy Collection, and wow, having the save assists makes Mega Man Zero 1 actually fun! I didn't use them for Mega Man Zero 2 to 4 because those actually have sane life systems, except for one save assist in Zero 2 to save time trying for that one Cyber Elf in Phoenix Magnion stage. But yeah, now that I know how much better of an experience the game is with that as an option, I might actually be willing to Let's Play the Zero games, and by extension, the ZX games. I think I gave them a 7 on the scale before, and now with the Legacy Collection, I'm dropping them to a 5. I also played Mighty Gunvolt Burst, especially around late fall to early winter 2024. In fact, I did 12 entire playthroughs of the game for achievements, and trying all the characters, including the DLC ones, which I wouldn't recommend. At least, don't do that many playthroughs right in a row like I did. Give yourself breaks with other games. But that did end up making that, to date, the only game that I've ever gotten all of the achievements in. It's a reasonable challenge, especially early on, but I wouldn't say that it gets too hard, especially with how easily you can become overpowered with the way the skill system works. I'd give it a 4 on the scale. Other games that I got fairly recently that I don't think I've mentioned yet include Bakeru, Bulletcasters, Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, Fallen Leaf, Freedom Planet, Here Comes Nico, Kitsune Tales, Marsupilami, Protodroid Delta, Tokyo Xanadu, Toho New World, and Virtua Unlimited Project. I got most of them because I'd heard about them somewhere else and thought they looked interesting, though I don't know much about most of them, and well, I don't have a scale for how likely a game that I've bought but not played is to be worth a Let's Play. One idea that I've had for streams, though, is to just play snippets of a bunch of different games from the same platform, which could include PC. And one last thing. My nephew, whom I believe would like to be known as Chaos Kitten online, will probably be a bigger presence on the channel in the future. We already have some stuff in the pipeline. So with that, thank you for listening, and I will hopefully see you in a brand new project soon.